Hi everybody, it's Tom Woods. I want to tell you about a course I'm offering through the Ron Paul Homeschool curriculum. It's Western Civilization 1, from the ancient world to 1492. So much of the stuff that you need to know to be an educated person stuffed into one course. This course is usually offered as a semester course in high school or college. We're offering it as a full year course, so you are going to learn a lot. We're going to start with the ancient Hebrews, go through the ancient Greeks and their great contributions, through Rome and the Roman Empire, early Christianity through the Middle Ages, then the High Middle Ages with the universities, the cathedrals, the scholastic philosophy of people like Thomas Aquinas, and Dante, his Divine Comedy. We'll also talk about the disasters of the 14th century and then into the Renaissance, which brings us to the end of Western Civ 1. We'll talk about some of the great ideas that have been discussed and debated throughout the history of Western civilization. We'll talk about Plato and Aristotle and Augustine and Aquinas, of course, but many lesser figures as well, from Thales before Socrates all the way up through Marsilius of Padua and beyond. We'll trace the history and development of Western liberty, political liberty and economic liberty. This is the kind of course that if you put in the effort, you will emerge with a base of knowledge that your peers simply will not have. You will also emerge a much better writer because you're going to have to write a little bit every single week. Now, I've written 11 books and I've sold a lot of copies of those books, but I got there through sheer practice. That's how you become a better writer. Now, parents, I bet some of you are thinking, well, gee, I wish I'd had a course like this when I was in school. Well, join the club. But it's not too late. We're students for our entire lives, I think. And this course is designed in 25-minute bite-sized chunks, perfect for a commute. You can listen in and learn with your children as well. This is a 10th grade course, but it's offered at a level that an adult can certainly appreciate. And now, no more awkwardness at the dinner table. You get home and you can say, hey, I listened to your lesson today, and have plenty to talk about. So all these sorts of names that you've heard, like Aristotle, I've heard that name, I don't really know anything about him, or now I know there was 100 Years' War, but who knows what it was all about. You'll have all this mastered just by driving your car, and you'll be listening to what your students are learning in your home, and you'll know what they're learning. And then finally, just a word about me. I've written 11 books, 2 of them New York Times bestsellers. The most recent one that was a New York Times bestseller was Meltdown in 2009, about the financial crisis. And I'm happy to say that book had a foreword by Ron Paul, with whom I've had a chance to work off and on for a number of years, and that's always a great privilege. My background is I have a bachelor's degree in history from Harvard and a master's, MPhil, and PhD from Columbia University. So find out more about me at tomwoods.com and more about the course offerings at ronpaulcurriculum.com, and I hope to see you this fall.